What's up, guys? EVOL here. I'm going to try my first Quake Live duel commentary. Last night I played a couple of games against Fade Out, first on Toxicity and then on Hektik. And I took them both. He usually beats me on both of those maps, but he was just playing on his laptop because he's home from school right now or something. So he wasn't really playing on his real setup, so I had a pretty big advantage there. Towards the end of our Hektik match, genecrazy joined as spectator, and we ended up playing a game on Hektik, and that's the game I'm going to cast. genecrazy is a great player. He usually beats me. I think I have more experience on Hektik, and the reason I want to cast this game is I feel like I really played at the top of my game, which isn't saying much. You know, I'm a very low tier 4 player. A lot of times I get bumped back down to tier 3 in duel. But I did a really good job on my timings and on my map control, usage of sound and trapping, and especially for the first 6 or 7 minutes, I definitely played at my best. My aim could have been a little better, but as far as the positional playing, I feel like I did pretty good. So let's check out the video. All right, here we go.
3, 2, 1, fight.
All right, I'm really not sure about that spawn. I figure he spawned at rocket launcher. He's gonna jump to red armor. Missed my chance for the rail. Try and get some lightning on him, but then I just run down to the mega. Trying to listen for where he is. And then I hear him over coming up from the bottom yellow armor. My problem here is that, you know, all I've got is the green and the shards. He got both the red and the yellow, but I show up a little early for the red here. And I know he's going to be running over to this yellow, so that's why I come over laterally and try and fight him off with the lightning gun. I'm not sure if he got an LG yet, but at this point I've got all the weapons. I'm out of shaft, but he drops down to mega, and at this point I just trap him in. So I feel like I didn't get the best spawn. I didn't have, as far as the initial items go, I didn't get the best start, but I got control pretty quickly. So I'm looking at the time here. I'm probably headed back to this bottom yellow. And then, you know, Mega's going to be back up around 115, 118, so I'm listening for him. I know he's not in position to get Mega, so at this point, I run through the telly. There we go. Alright, so I got a pretty good stack here. I know I've picked up the last few armors. He can't be working with much. Took a little bit of a risk there, but he didn't capitalize on it, so it's all right. All right, he fed me a couple of rails, and then he snuck that yellow, so he started to build up to where he could challenge, tried to challenge right there, but that mega that I had really saved me. All right, that was a big mistake of mine. I knew Mega was up, and I didn't expect him to jump in through the back of the telly. I tried to stick around for the kill, and he ends up going through the back of the telly, picks up the mega, and I lose the fight. He tries to go for red, but I know he is, so I wait with the rail, kill him before he can pick it up. So I'm definitely weak, but I feel like I'm going to be back in control here in a second. Kind of a lucky rocket. I wasn't sure where he was there. Definitely lucky that he didn't stick around for that mega pickup. He was obviously just barely early. And then lucky that I got him there off the spawn to pick up the red. So I'm not going to tell you guys that it was some amazing skill of mine. It was his lack of map knowledge probably, and, you know, sheer luck on my part. He gets a couple of bad spawns in this game, which is, you know, part of the reason my lead gets so high in the first half of the game here. Waiting for this mega. I know red is up, and we just saw him miss the jump. So again, lucky on my part. So I go for the red first, just because I know that he'd come from YA, and he could have stolen that if I went straight for mega. All right, there we go, back in the YA room here.
2 hits. Impressive.
Pull out a good exit rail and get the frag. All right, I have no armor at this point, so he's actually got a better stack than me to start with off the spawn. Red's up. I take a little bit of splash damage there, but it's worth it, you know. Denying him that major item, pick up the health, and I'm in a pretty good spot. He's probably picking up that yellow, but I'm going to snag the Mega, and I definitely have a much better stack than him. You know, watching this video again, I'm starting to see why I lose to Fade Out on this so much. My movement on this map is fairly predictable. I use that bottom teleporter a lot. I come out, make a hard turn right, and try and look for someone coming around those stairs from the YA room. Pretty sure that coming through that teleporter, I eat a lot of rockets. Now, genecrazy doesn't know my routes, so he's not able to exploit them in the same way that Fade Out is. But I'm going to have to find some different ways to move around on this map. See, there we go. I got through that teleporter 2 times quickly there. Against Gene, I did a lot of damage to myself there. Against Gene, it's not as much of a problem, because I seem to be showing up before him, and it's me feeding the rockets to him. But, you know, I gotta say, I had a couple of really important exit rails like that, where, you know, he could have definitely started to build up a stack, but right as he's backing away out of that corner, I give him that quick exit rail. Alright, so I just picked up Mega and then Red. I'm sitting at 200-200. You know, we're 5.5 minutes in and I'm up 11-1. There's another good rail. I'm feeling pretty good. Probably took more damage than him right there, but with the map control, you know, it's not that big a deal. It was a halfway clean kill. And I've still got a better stack than he's going to spawning, so I'm able to control these items. Messed up my circle jump. Alright, Red and Mega are up again. Same situation. I'm not going to drop the Mega because I don't want to give him Red. So we're going to fight around this corner and pull out my trusty LG. Probably my best weapon. Definitely not rockets. I suck with rockets. See, there's that through the telly sharp turn right again that I keep doing this whole game. Alright, at this point I've lost track of where he is. There we go, he's on the weaker side of the map. Look at me, even denying green armors. Kind of a lucky rail. You move in that close, I'd rather have rocket launcher out. If you miss the rail shot, you know, you got a whole second of cooldown where you just gotta dodge. I don't really like that. Real close rail. Now, he fed me 2 rails right there, and this is his window. My stack is gone. I tried to rail him back, missed both times. He finishes me off. So 3 great rails from Gene, and he's got a chance to get some control and hopefully close this 14-2 gap. He just picked up Mega. I have no armor. Try and spam some rockets for when he goes through the telly. Right there. I get real lucky that I steal Red. He gets the conversion, but he didn't get Red armor. So he's sitting on Mega. I just picked up Yellow, so his armor can't be great. His health is, but that health goes away pretty fast when you don't have any armor. Alright, I can hear him down in the YA room. He dropped below to rail. Alright, he's gonna get Red. And I still pretty much have no armor. But I steal the Mega, he comes through, and I get really lucky with a couple of rockets there. Build up with the yellow again. Alright. Honestly, at this point in the game, I'm not sure what his health situation is. I don't know that I'm ready to challenge for a major item, and I don't know that I even have the timing specifically. Here, I'm very fortunate to get out with 5 health. And a lot of the items on this weaker side of the map here are up, so my main goal there was to not be railable. That's why I picked up that green, those shards, and that 50. I was real lucky to get up to almost a 100-100 stack so quickly after being down to 5 hit points. And then steal the Mega. At this point, especially after those 2 rockets, my stack was better. We both jumped through the telly, and I get a lucky rocket on him. So I definitely controlled the first half of the game, but at around 6:30, I don't think anyone was ever in firm control. And really for the rest of the game. We just kind of keep going back and forth, pushing each other off the major items, trading who has the better stack. Here, I put a rocket in my face. We got a minute left, and this isn't 0-4 versus Destruct, so we're probably not going to see an amazing comeback from a 14-point deficit. Okay, both those shotgun shots were pretty good. I got a lot of damage on him. You know, I gave him the frag, but he's got to be weak. And there we go. A couple of rockets, steal the yellow. And he gets one of the worst spawns I've ever seen, followed by some of the worst rockets I've ever shot. And what do we got? He's trying to rail me. He goes for green. I want to come off that ledge. I'm out of rockets. Gives me another good rail. I believe he gets one more kill right before the game ends here. I think we challenge each other for red armor. And he just does a better job. I'm sitting at 150. But he gets one rail and a second one right before I pick it up. But 2 seconds left, and that's a good game. So, like I said, you know, I had really good control for the first half of the map. My timing was pretty good. I'd be lying if I said, you know, I timed both items consistently to the second, but I made every attempt I could. But right around that 6:30 mark, he definitely had his window to close the gap, but he could never really establish firm control. We just kind of traded back and forth the whole time, and I ended up pulling out a win. So that was it. Thanks, guys.